Welcome back to Championship Sunday.
Hello and welcome.
Reba hits a deadly low reverse, defended by Wu, who's going to swing with her right hand.
Wow.
A soft touch from Plett. That's a double. Oh my gosh, that may be the best rally we've seen.
This is just sportsmanship.
Can't look at him, I'm going to cry.
You know, sensei to student relationship.
Nice up from Rahul, and Hinkle sets him, and it's a good pull. Epperson with a set. We've an area lefty on two!
And we are back. We are here with the premier semifinals. We've got a spicy one on our hands once again. Jonah Zwillinger, Ben Dantowitz. We've got a banger. Tell us about this game, Ben.
Yeah, we're jumping right into the premier semifinals. It's going to be between Team Airbuds, that is Coleman Epperson and Will Picone, versus Team Finocchi Model, that is Gabe Finocchi and Max Model. Max Model and Gabe Finocchi, story of the tournament so far,
yes.
Upsetting in the quarterfinals in 2 clean games, defending champions, double clutch.
That's a big win. It's a huge win, not only because, of course, it is double clutch losing, but Gabe Finocchi, Max Model, relatively new pairing. Last year, of course, Gabe Finocchi, he is iconic wearing neon green member of Sloppy Seconds, partner Travis Core. Unfortunately, this year, well, fortunately, I suppose you could say, Travis Core is actually having a baby this year.
Yes, very exciting
news
for him.
He is stepping away for now. Gabe Finocchi partnering up with Max Model, who is a beast in his own right, massive lefty, just incredible player. This pairing looks like they're going to be going far this year. Taking down double clutch is a huge statement to make at the second tour stop of the year. It's crazy.
Yeah. Their first big test, they did play a couple of tournaments in the offseason just to get warm, and being local to each other, they do get quite a bit of pickup in.
Ooh. Hitting error, though.
We
compliment them enough, and then we see a little bit of a mistake coming out from Max.
Yeah. To his credit, he did know that the backhand is the hit of the future court, at least the future court. So I can't speak for every single net that's being played on, but the future court, if you hit backhands, usually good things happen.
And oh my, that's a serve and a half from Will Picone, ripping that one away. It looks like out of Gabe's reach. Didn't look high from here, but they go to the observers. And it is called high, it appears. So that one's going to have to be a second serve.
The ball whipping by really quickly from back here. Very hard to tell where it is relative to Gabe's shoulder. But for Will Picone, has been very in form over the past week or two, hitting all sorts of serves, right, left, cut, reverse cut.
There it is again. He steps out left and goes for a massive right, goes to Gabe's left hand, and he just could not recover that one for Model.
Yeah, the height on that one, undeniably clean.
It's Picone again. Rips that one away. Finocchi with the set. Model with a nice little dive to finish. Looks like he landed clear of the no-hit zone. No call from the observers, so he's good to go.
Yeah, going for that more high level of difficulty hit because of how strong of a position Coleman Epperson is in, trying to then jump over the net and open up that angle to then pull it back across his body, throwing his body on the line quite literally.
Now, you may be wondering, as I have several points throughout the day, is Gabe Finocchi wearing jeans? No, in fact, those may look like jeans from here, but they are actually just sweatpants. So he's trying to prank us, but no, he is not playing in jeans. He would never do such a thing.
Yeah, unless I don't know if they make neon jeans. I would believe him playing in neon jeans.
Yep. He
dedication to his craft. The Neon Ninja is his
neon
pseudonym
man. He's got
as
a
well.
neon Jeep, massive neon Jeep. He's just a neon guy.
Yeah, it's a very fun color. It's about as flashy as his gameplay is. For those who do not know him, has quite a few bag of tricks, much like Ali Rogers, who we got to watch earlier today. But early, it's going to be Model trying to show off his serves.
Yeah, tricky left hand. The dive. Wow, he really just throws himself on the ground. That ball was not gettable, but he tried his best. And honestly, I'm a big fan of just throwing myself on the ground as much as possible in spike ball, as everyone who's ever played with me knows pretty well. And I think I can respect that play from Model quite a bit.
Yeah, you might just be sizing up the distance there to see what is that. Is he a half step off? Is he 2 steps off? What is it going to look like for him to make that play the next time he gets that chance?
Might as well. Might as well make the move.
Yeah, practice the dive. Practice is free when the point's already over, I suppose.
Well, there's a great serve. Will Picone continuing to flex that arsenal of serves. Again, Model just could not hang in there. Oh, tricky. Finocchi not sure where it's coming, but he will receive that one off the net and sneak that one right under the arm of Coleman Epperson as he wrapped around the back to try to defend that.
Yeah, an interesting, really just choice of set from Modell based on where Picone and Epperson had set up their defense.
Oh, there's a break right back from Finocchi. Something we're going to be seeing a lot during this game is those serves getting spicy, getting further and further out of reach, and already we've seen at least 3-4 breaks within the first 10 points.
Gosh. Yeah. I believe the term is that Coleman Epperson was cooked there, but Epperson bailed out by a rimmed serve as Gabe Finocchi unable to actually deliver the ball onto the net. That one might be inside the front rim, might have been near net. A little bit of discussion between the players. And they look for a signal from observer Matt Cole, who gives it clean. So we're all tied up now 5 apiece, early game 1 of this semifinal.
Oh, Finocchi, another chance to rip away. Goes with a bit of a fake and takes that one. Sends Will Picone running, but cannot make it clean.
Yeah, you see Finocchi acknowledging himself that was a rimmed serve. He signals it too. A good reverse.
Oh, but a good pull right in response. A really good reverse. Came out so low. I mean, that is knee height at most on Will Picone, and he is not a short guy.
Yeah, incredible ball control from Picone to get that touch up, and then Epperson to give him the height to run to the net, and then have the time to get the full wrap or pull on that hit. Keep it away from the defense. It's one thing to just get a reverse back to net. Another thing to have a clean, no-touch hit put away.
Well, Modell has to dive for this drop. Now whips out his wonderful left hand, pulls that one across his body, and no one is there to get the touch.
Yeah, Modell, one of the few top-level players that is left-handed, really gets to take advantage of different kinds of angles and the defensive schemes you might be used to as a high-level defensive player. Having to mirror them on the fly in split seconds like this becomes that much trickier. Something went wrong there on that hit from Epperson, though.
Sounded like something hit the rim, either his hand or the ball.
Yeah.
You can see him shaking out his hand there. I think it was definitely his hand.
Yeah, based on what we saw earlier today from Ali Rogers. I guess this net doesn't like being hit, and it fights back sometimes. Modell looking for another ball for a second serve.
A dangerous lefty, Modell. Right at the body, jamming Will Picone. He'll swipe this one up, but that is defendable. Modell pops that one up. Finocchi defends. Here comes the righty attempt from Modell, but it is not going to get on the net, just clipping the rim. And as Coleman still shaking that hand out,
yeah,
he'll get the point anyway.
Yeah, and his right hand, too, really important, given how much he used it for not only hitting, but also for his serves to apply that pressure.
Diving receive there from Finocchi. I mean, another diving hit from Modell. This one's going to be body attempted by Modell, but that one's going to sneak by him. Good defense and response from Coleman Epperson.
And fantastic set here. As you see, Epperson gets the touch. Picone has the timing to get it set up for him, and then Epperson, easy 1-2-3 put away on the defensive break.
Well, that leaves us tied. Will Picone again to serve. He's been insane so far and attempts, I believe, a little bit of a reverse there, but sneaking off just his tip of his fingers, missing the net. He'll have to go again. This time it's a lefty. Well received from Finocchi. A little bit of a diving effort here. Actually just, he's got enough reach to send that one behind.
Excellent footwork there from Finocchi, being quick around that no-hit zone to stay in a legal hitting position, but then still get around the ball and get a clean put away. Trying to do 2 really tricky things all together. I couldn't do one, so big kudos to him as he takes that big hitting save into now a serving break, clean past Picone.
Now they've got a lead for the first time. Finocchi looking to increase. That hits the righty reverse, and it is amazing. I mean, he had the fake on Coleman Epperson. Faked the left. Coleman had to chase that down. Faked the right. Coleman ran the other way. Then the reverse to go back to where he was standing initially. He can't be stopped. He is hungry for more. It goes again, but Picone receives well. Modell diving. Here comes Modell. He puts it on. Epperson receives, pops it up. Now is Will Picone. A good lefty, though, but Gabe is there. Max pops it up.
Oh.
A bit of a call.
No hits on infraction there by Epperson on that lefty hit. Unfortunate. But look at this fantastic hit from Max Modell. Gets the ball back on the net. And it looks like Epperson's legs had just landed in the no-hit zone there as he was trying to finish the play.
Oh, well,
what a spectacular effort.
Wow.
I'll watch that back as many times as Andrew Gasway allows me to.
Yeah, you saw it there in the back. You saw the back right. I think that was the right leg of Coleman Epperson clipping the no-hit zone as he dived over. A classic. I mean, when you're going for those diving attempts, you don't always have full control of all of your faculties, right? You don't know where's your foot. Is it slapping down on the no-hit zone? Is it not? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, you're just trying to make sure you land without breaking your neck at that point when you're flying across the net that quickly.
set
oh
above
my
his
gosh.
head from Will Picone, but he cannot get that back to the net as much as Coleman Epperson tried.
We're just not only out of sorts, but out of system for Airbuds right now. That's Epperson and Picone unable to get a hold here. And before they get a hold, they maybe just need to get a grip first.
Nice.
Oh
Finocchi with a lefty.
goodness.
Will Picone has to send his body all up on the line for that one, but it's called high.
Finocchi can only be stopped by his own double faults there. A huge reprieve for Epperson, who pulls out a lefty of his own. A diving. Oh.
That is going to be a point for
So
Finocchi and
unfortunate.
Modell because the hit, it really did look like a hitting opportunity that you just had an early defensive move.
There being two kinds of hinders. There's avoidable hinders and unavoidable hinders there. We see a huge fake by Finocchi there for the set instead of a hit, and as Picone tries to then cover Finocchi's hit, hypothetically, he then intentionally gets in the way of where Max is going to. That being an avoidable hinder, might have been lost a point there. So a really tricky semantic situation.
Yeah, the observers did call the loss of point, like we talked about, but Will Picone not happy with that, and so Max Modell trying to explain exactly what the decision-making was and why that was an illegal move. It did look a little awkward, and it was definitely not the right move for Will Picone. At some point, he had to take a gamble. He said, you know what, Gabe's going to hit this one on. I've got to make a move. He tried to step in, but ended up not working out in his favor.
Yeah,
Coleman Epperson calls that high.
more often than not, hinders that are called in round-up games are unavoidable. There's nothing you can do about them. You have your cordial apology, and then you replay the point. That more of one where, and goodness,
the lip up. So this is gettable. Dive for Coleman Epperson.
Whoa!
Picone slaps one off with his lefty, and Max Modell, despite another diving effort, we have seen 15 dives in these last two alone. It looks like it is going to be another point for Will Picone and Airbuds, as they call themselves.
Yeah, they got these really fun jerseys that are on top of a lot of layers.
Well, after all the ruckus, Airbuds still find themselves 4 points down. Trying to answer back is Will Picone, who swipes away with his right but clips the front rim. Continuing to fake. But Max Modell stays patient, doesn't get too faked out, and hits the rim.
And ball back to Finocchi.
Rips one away.
Yeah, just liable for, maybe a call here on an inside the rim versus a near net call. But clean or not, anytime the ball is in Gabe Finocchi's hands, he is a threat. And a treat to watch.
Oh,
yeah,
I mean, these serves they have been ruthless. That's another break for him. I think that is 4 now, looking for a 5th. That one will be successfully received by Picone, and Finocchi committing to that body, but the hit really a little bit too high for body defense.
Epperson, with not as much serving pressure applied as his teammate yet, needs to step things up and get involved here in the serving pressure.
Epperson now teasing the left, but going right. Well received by Modell, who now has a chance to swipe away with his left. Puts that one into Epperson's knee. Picone with a diving effort can't get it done. Big lefty cut from Modell. Epperson now to hit one in the net. Fantastic get from Finocchi. Has to dive for this one, but cannot quite get there in time. The set from Modell just a little out of reach.
Yeah, he puts his hands over his head, knows he had the ability to put the ball a little bit higher for Gabe. It was just a matter of getting that touch just right and giving him the timing to line it up for the hit. Gabe Finocchi, of course, one of the most athletic players in the field, able to get back to net, but even tenths of a second would always help a top-level player like him to get that push or that hit any which way.
And we saw how quickly he was able to just work his way over, get that defensive touch.
Incredible rotation.
Incredible speed to get back to the net, then to go for the dive. I mean, a shame the set was just a little off. Giving him a little more time vertically would have certainly changed the outcome. Here's the backhand. Hit of the day coming in from Finocchi, but well received from diving Epperson. Diving Max now as Modell throws himself on the ground. He'll slide, but he cannot get that ball in time.
Modell with, I think, is averaging, I have to check the stats, but I think it's about 0.7 dives per minute. So
wow, that is a pretty
really good
substantial rate of dives.
As we see him just continue to fly around the net. We'll have to get the actual stats keepers on that for a finer tuned measure, but just flying through the air.
Yeah.
Love to see that in the replay.
Percentage of game time on the ground in the dirt. I mean, he's got a pretty high rating there. But Modell receives that one, rips that across the body, a lefty pull of the ages.
And gets back to just logging time on the ground after the point. You pull it, you fall to the ground, you lie down, pause, regather.
Get that stat line up.
Yep.
You got to pad your stats as much as you can.
Absolutely.
He wants to pad that. I mean, he's got the knee pads. He's clearly ready to be on the ground as much as possible.
Yeah, I talked to Finocchi and Modell actually in Orlando, Florida last week about the knee pad, saying that it was an absolute game changer, not only for the dives and the rolls, but also just the slides off the net as that ball slides
that was a reverse.
out of
Holy
reach.
Moly. Finocchi looking to go for it again. That one's a cut and eventually received, although high, from Picone. Oh my, Modell gets to that one. Now he has a chance to rip this one up and over the shoulder of Epperson. The rallies continue, but Modell putting on a show.
Huge break there. Putting this game pretty much out of reach. 19 now for Modell and Finocchi.
They're ready to finish this with a 4-point lead. He only needs 2 more. It's Finocchi. He's been a weapon so far this game.
Oh,
and
my
he destroys
goodness.
Epperson again with a reverse.
Whew. I'm going to take a look at this one again. He's got even more movement this time.
Oh,
and the ball
my
is
Lord.
disgustingly
The replay, he tries
low.
it again, too. He wants it bad.
Yeah. And now this is the more exciting or good problem to have is you're now up 5. You don't need any breaks. Do you just continue to pummel them and demoralize the opponent, or do you keep things in the bag for game 2?
Well,
all good options.
He went with the pummel approach there, jamming up Will Picone at his shoulder, but he receives it well. Epperson with the set, and it's put away cleanly. Finocchi with the diving effort. No good. Epperson needs to make something happen. That one was close, but catches the rim. So with game 1 of this semifinal, can't believe we're not even at the finals yet, of this semifinal on the line, Epperson will unfortunately double fault. That will be game 1 for the semifinal, going to Max Modell, Gabe Finocchi, really on the back of some utterly fantastic serving from Gabe Finocchi. It was really well done, and that is something that, well, Coleman Epperson and Will Picone, they're going to have to find a way to address in game 2.
Yeah, there was a lot of early serve pressure generated by Will Picone. Some really good serves. A couple that were clean, some that were borderline just high. So he's able to generate that pressure. For Epperson, needs to raise that level of play and make sure he's matching the power, because at this level of play, it's not only about making sure you receive these serves, but if you're not applying pressure, it's just a matter of time until somebody starts breaking you, the way that Finocchi just took them down in game 1.